For my final project, I decided I wanted to make a sketchbook that kind of walked through some of the scenes in a specific book and kind of just talk about the importance of those scenes. So I decided my sketchbook was going to belong to Coraline, and I was going to look at some of the events that she has to face in the other world and outside of the other world against the other mother. So this is a picture of Coraline. Obviously, it is a picture from the movie and not the book. So the first problem is that her parents are missing. After returning from the other world the first time, she realizes that her parents are gone and she can't find them after a couple days. And she decides that her best bet is going to be returning to the other world because the police aren't helping her. She has no one else to help her. They all think she's just a silly child. And then after returning to the other world, she realizes that there are other children that are locked up and they're missing their souls because the other mother took them. So the mission for both of these problems is to play a game that challenges the other mother. The black cat suggested to Coraline that she needs to challenge the other mother in some way, and Coraline felt like playing a game would be the best way to do that. So during the challenge, Coraline must find her parents as well as finding all the missing souls of the children. So basically, our first tool that we're going to use is the soul finder, which is explained as just a stone with a hole in it and a nondescript brown pebble. So some of the questions that Coraline was thinking of whenever she started to begin looking for the souls is, where should I start looking and how big are souls anyways? And obviously the other mother was not going to help her, try to figure these questions out. So Coraline is definitely completely on her own. She has to figure out how to find the souls without any help. Thankfully, the stone that her neighbors gave her ultimately helps her find the souls because whenever you look in the hole of the stone, it turns the whole entire world black and white except for the souls. They light up different colors. So that is how she ultimately finds both of the missing souls for the other children that were locked up in the other world. All right, and then to help find her parents, she kind of came up with a little parent trap. And she was thinking the other mother could not create, she could only transform and twist and change. So somehow her parents were going to be in the other world. They probably just weren't going to be in the same form as her normal parents are. So after she realizes that her parents are in fact in the snow globe, she has to get her parents out, but she also has to escape because she knows the other mother is not going to let her go and is not going to hold up her end of the deal. So the way she's going to do this is the first step, she's going to throw the black cat on the other mother as a distraction. And then while all that's happening, she's going to reach up on the mantle, close her hand around the snow globe, and leave the other world. All right, our next problem is the other mother's right hand is in the real world. If we remember back in the novel, the other mother swore on her right hand that she would play fairly, and she obviously didn't, but Coraline did still escape with her parents and the other souls of the children. So the mission for this is she's going to trap the hand with a key so they cannot escape. So basically, she's going to have a pretend picnic at the well, because she does not want the other mother's hand running around in the real world, and she certainly does not want anyone else to find that key and get stuck in the other world. All right, so she basically did like a doll's tea party where she pretended that she was going to play with her dolls, have a picnic with them, and ultimately trap the other mother's hand. So her first step, she had to spread the tablecloth over it, the well, and lay it perfectly where it was not going to fall, but could easily fall whenever something is in the middle of it. All right, step 2, she had to set the key in the middle of the tablecloth without it weighing it down or making it look suspicious. And then the last step was getting the other mother's right hand and the key down in the well. So whenever the other mother's hand went and tried to get the key, they both went tumbling down because the gravity pulled them down the well and ultimately trapped them. So all of these events led to Coraline basically getting the Gothic Hero Award. Coraline is a perfect example of a Gothic hero in our novel because she has to do all of this alone. She tries to contact the police. It doesn't work because they think she's a silly child. She tries to do all of this stuff with help. Her parents are missing. Ultimately, she is a child left to deal with the impossible, and ultimately she succeeds, leaving her to be the Gothic hero of our Gothic novel. All right, and then I just used the book Coraline by Neil Gaiman, and all of the images and everything were found on Google. And that is the end of my book. Thank you guys for watching.